your luck, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Mr. Bond. I suppose you wouldn't.
Anyways, all right, let's recap. So, let me zoom out here a little bit. All right. Pumped up overnight. Okay. Started selling pre-market. I was watching last night, had a exit liquidity move on the European market. Started selling, right? I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, so the market opened, boom, 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 flew up, and then chopped down, ending slightly green still. That's Germany right there. Okay. China, pretty much same thing, pumped into close. Now, I had shared this wedge here Sunday, and what have we done? We've been pretty much filling it out. So today, took those puts here, wrote them all the way down when it was clear that Apple was not going to fill the gap, nor were we. And I'll show you exactly where I sold my puts on the 5 minute here. Obviously scaled a bit, but remember I said that I've seen no 5 minute chart not reject a little bit and retest before it goes. Okay, so I had scaled here, sold the last. This is where I bought calls, literally 0 DTs and those swings. Sold all zeros here, held those starters, scaled and sold most. I only have a few left now. Whoops, let's not move that guy, he's important. I think this end of day sale was just, Joe Biden puffing some of that smoke that his son likes as a smoke screen to, in the public eye, see him like he doesn't have rice shoved all the way up his, because obviously the dude's completely bought by China. Hence the reaction here overnight. Like, who cares? Okay, they're gonna circumvent it. It looks great politically. He's like, I'm strong on China. Okay, yeah, okay. But again, it's only non-thinking people who engage in all that bullshit. So, what do we got here? You got inside candle here. Same as here. What was the reaction? Up. Would not be surprised if it's up. But nevertheless, look, this wedge is pretty epic. And they will do this until it finally breaks. Tomorrow, again, just to show. Shit. Hold on, guys. Just wait a minute. Hang in there. Sorry for taking up this little extra time here. So we got CPI, right? So today we literally did that, boom, and down. Okay? So tomorrow we have here, this is probably pre-market move, and then we're gonna go sideways. Then we have Friday and Monday up, Tuesday topping out, retrace, Wednesday huge move, got FOMC minutes here. Then that looks like this Friday is going to be insane and can be literally longed for the rest of the week. Okay, so that's why I'm not heavy into this CPI. Why? At this point in the game, sure, the CPI will dictate a daily move. Do you think anybody's gonna give 2 cents about this CPI report in a week? No. Okay? So if it's hot, we will probably fill Mr. Gap, and Apple fills the gap. What are people gonna do? They're gonna buy the dip. If it's hot, if it's cold, we're gonna go. We're gonna chug Are we gonna go all the way to the gap? Probably not. Would be cool if we did, but most likely we will again reject this trend line and come down and retest some levels before people are like, okay, cool, that is the bottom, that gap is not getting filled right now, let's freaking go. Literally easy. That's what you gotta do. Okay? Besides that, oil cup probably gonna fly higher. That's gonna help SPY. That's gonna be heating up Bank of Japan. So again, this shit right here probably has to, I haven't checked the calendar to see if we're gonna do that in a second, but something like that, you know, yield curve control, what have you, to keep the lid on this thing. Okay, BTC double top, Dixie, nice. 10-year yield went down, came up. All right, right at 4%, still coming down. Wonderful. Okay, great. Where is the VIX? So the VIX changed its character today, and it became very apparent when we were here that there was no way we're gonna go here today. It didn't move enough, and that's where it capped it right there, and then bounced a little back. It's at a very interesting juncture. It almost looks like this wants to base and then fail, or base and then go. It rejected the MACD there. It could easily do it again and just go down. Same with here. But it could also go up. That is why I'm covering my ass here, because I don't want to get caught in some crazy ass move on the wrong side with CPI. I really don't. I can catch moves during the day, or I can play it on futures. Okay, I'm also these earnings have been nuts, you know, mostly all to the downside. Anyway, the Vol D consolidated. Okay, oil had a day, Oxy had a small gap, then down. BA pretty much followed the market. That didn't do much. KRE, same thing, consolidated. So what they're doing here is they're filling out this area. Why are they doing that? Well, from a standpoint, they are either, they're creating a level here. They're like building here. Okay? So why are they doing that? Usually to go higher. Okay, doesn't mean we can't gap fill and go down to here and then pop up, but they're trapping people here. They're putting liquidity here big time, in and out, in and out. They're using this area to rotate. I mean, we saw those crazy moves today that we played, that I laid out in the yesterday's video. That's why I took puts off open, and I don't always do that, but I did, and then calls back up, and it was fantastic. Okay, so look at Apple, for instance. Came all the way down, popped that, but it didn't nearly go high enough. So it can still gap fill. I mean, look, it's at 177. Where's the gap? It's 40 cents away from the gap. So this can be a wick off open. Boom, filled. Off we go. Okay? And if it doesn't fill it, this area is on purpose right here, but there's a really big opening in the volume here. So it's 40 cents away. That's pretty freaking close. And looking at our chart again, you know, let's say we closed here, you can have a morning dip, boom, you can have a crazy, this is a CPI crazy move here, but I don't think it's going to be that big, but whatever, doesn't matter. And then we consolidate, and then we start going. I mean, the fear is going to be at your fingertips tomorrow. Same with Tesla. I mean, down, weak recovery, and further down. Tech, you know, if you compare SPY, which is obviously propped up by crude oil and the banks, to tech, you got a double bottom on tech here. That's pretty epic. So, you know, had it gone down to here all the way, you would have probably gotten your apple gap fill. So MACD looks like it's ready to party. The Stow is elevated there, but obviously the selling volume on that Biden news, you know, not by coincidence. But anyways, didn't get slaughtered in that. Only had a few literally positions left to monitor the freaking premiums. TTD got killed on earnings, as did Disney. Jeez. I mean, I'm sure some of them will bounce, whatever. Cat, nothing special. Meta didn't go as low as the Qs. I mean, the big loser today was Nvidia. I mean, look at this shit. That's just ugly. But that's what I mean, and Coinbase too. I mean, what is this? We play like the SPY curve went literally up to here. So you get, that's why I was playing SPY. Apple not pretty, but that's fine. I mean, this move was epic, and this and honestly, after catching this and this, I'm not interested in messing around because you never know. But this is set up. It's really set up here. So CPI is going to be very interesting, no doubt about it. And I mean, we're tracking here. Really good, really well. Can we do another day of filling out this wedge? Yeah, we can. We can definitely do that. There's room for like a small even into the gap and then finish like here, and then Friday we go. That's what our chart says. Chart can be off by a day in a given time, so can also wick and go. So that's pretty much it. And as far, let's just pull up the, someone had asked, I had put those there. Let's just check here what's going on behind, under the hood. All right, so we got buying here at the end on the 1 minute. You got insane QQQ flow going in. Not shocked. Clear rotation. Huge DP buy. Okay. Looks to me like tech's gonna be ready soon. Bill has cut up the onions. He's put the meat in the bowl. He's adding some mesquite, salt, pepper, some barbecue seasoning. He's making the patties. It's just a matter of days here when he throws it onto the grill. Okay, I think we have this pretty well mapped out. Again, I did guide the whole freaking day in the chat. Said when I bought puts, said when I scaled, said when I got out of them, said when I took the zeros and the swings, said when I sold the zeros, said when I scaled out of most of my starters. And I mean, I only took starters at the bottom, did phenomenally well today. And said that, I literally said here that if, no, where was it? Hold on. Let me just, here. I said here that we're above, is getting heavy. If we lose the 9, comes to 21, comes to 89, and down we went. So I limited, didn't even feel this. So that's what I said, and I think I posted that comment 3 times that they're gonna mess with premiums. Because why? We went up way too early in the day. Because they had given put money away, then they took that back. They know that people loaded here, so they needed to do that and bag both sides. Very nice algo to play, very predictable. I mean, like that. Okay, so the setup was nice. And yeah, I was pretty much saying how it was going to play out beforehand and during the day. So I hope that you guys did well. And tomorrow's a new day, and I'll be on the train. Love yourself, love your family. God bless.